All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a quick one. We're going to talk about fueling the aircraft using if you got a fuel bowser or a fuel truck or whatever, and you're obviously using Jet A, you're going to have on your fuel truck, I'm just going to say truck, but it could be a bowser or whatever you want to call it, by your fuel pump is going to have a differential pressure gauge. And this is going to be a short video. I'm going to go through that real quick. See that? That's your differential pressure gauge on a fuel truck at one of the bases I was recently working at. So the basics of differential pressure gauge, what are we talking about? Well, on this little diagram here, we've got the fuel filter right there. There's a line that's inside the fuel where that connects from the fuel flowing before the filter, which is this side right here. And then it goes into one side of the gauge. Then there's another line from after the filter that goes into the gauge as well. So on this example, it's 80 psi pumping before the filter, and it drops to 70 psi after the filter. So on the gauge, it will show you 10 psi differential, also called delta P. Remember that, that's going to be on the test later in the end. All right, so here is one of the fuel trucks I was looking at. This one right here, you have to check it while fuel is flowing from the nozzle. So if your truck is too far away to see it when you're fueling, which most of them are, to check it, you need to pump it into like a bucket that's grounded to everything, like a stainless steel bucket, so that you could see it move. Does that make sense? All right, and this one right here, we're gonna have to zoom in. Where we check it is at the top of the piston. It says it right there on the gauge. But if it's super close, I'll show you an example later. You don't know where the top of the piston is, so here I'm going to show you. So if we zoom in real close, this one's pumping. I took a picture of it. That line right there is the top of the, I guess, contraption. So when it's not pumping, the piston, which is this part right here, will be contacting that, and there won't be a gap. So on this one, there's just a tiny, tiny little gap. This line right here would be 1. So the differential pressure is less than 1. Here's another example. This example from a different fuel truck, you don't have to be standing there watching it while somebody's pumping it. It holds the highest differential pressure reading while you're fueling it. To release the piston, you twist that knob. So that's cool. So 2 different types. This one is the one that had the knob to release the pressure. And this is when he was, well, it was after he was pumping it. But there, see the gap? It's a tiny, tiny, tiny gap. Tiny gap. Pretty much no gap. And I talked to the guy who was in charge of that fuel truck, and he told me, well, he explained a whole bunch of things about it, but he said they just changed the filters. It rarely goes, it rarely changes. I think he said Chevron recommends you change your filters once it gets to 4. Obviously, you got to do it every year or whatever your policy is. And he also said it's not like a straight line. It's not like it slowly gets worse. It like goes up a little bit, and then it gets, like once it gets to 4, it goes up higher quicker. All right, cool. That's just a review on fuel filter pressure differential gauge readings. Hope that helped. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. All right, later.